All right, so not my regular content, but we did have an issue with our shower only having hot water, and well, I had to figure it out, so I figured I'd share it. So taking this thing apart, I didn't find any videos with this particular style, I guess close, but not exactly. So I figured I'd just show you guys the easy way of how to get this all apart. So what you want to do is this cap pops off, there's a screw behind there, this handle comes off, and there's a little like square piece that's for the handle that goes onto the little splines here on the end. So you take that off, and then there's a little sleeve that comes out, and then this plastic piece here. Took me a minute. I was like, how does this come off? But it actually just turns and comes off. There's little teeth that kind of engage in there. And then there's two screws that will take this piece off, and then you'll be left with this sticking out pretty much like that or so, something like that. And then there's this reinforcement piece that goes over it as well. So there's two screws, remove those, pull this out, and then you've got an O-ring around the outside here, and then there's two O-rings on here. So this is your mixing valve pulls out. Then you have your pressure unit right here, which is just sitting inside there. There's two O-rings that go to the back side. Mine were actually stuck onto the inside of the housing. So when I pulled this out, make sure that you get those off, because, well, if there's nothing there, they got to be over there. So I got a new one of these, new O-rings, put that in place. Then, brand new mixing valve, make sure you have all your O-rings on as well, and it's just a repeat of what we had on our removal process. But the reason why I had no cold was I had debris stuck on the port. And there was a few of these in there, so it's just some of my pipes deteriorating a little bit on my copper. When it's actually plastic up here, so it's supposed to be something down in the basement that's getting a little bit old, but that's what ended up plugging up the port. I probably could have just cleaned it and it probably would have worked again, but since we were in there, I replaced everything. But hopefully this helps you guys out with your disassembly process, and it's really pretty easy. Just make sure you shut off your water, make sure you bleed the system off, just turn a faucet on in the basement or in the lower section of your house, make sure the water drains down so you don't have a bunch of water pouring out and no pressure. And then when you're all done, just turn on your water, check for the leaks, and you should be good to go.